If you guys like today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. My goal is to reach 100 subscribers, and I really appreciate it if you guys hit that like and subscribe. And also, I will leave the links to all my social medias in the description. Feel free to follow me on there. And with that being said, let's get right into today's video. So, obviously, you guys know what today's video is about by the title. That's the point of that being there. Today, we're going to be talking about what is the most likely winners that can actually... What is that? What does that even mean? First player I have on my list of potential MVP winners is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Not too surprising. Giannis is one of, or if not, the best player in the NBA, and rightfully so. He is a two-time winner of the Most Valuable Player Award. He is a one-time Defensive Player of the Year, and many more accolades to come. And rightfully, he could have won the MVP award last season, and he should have probably. But the main narrative and the thing I actually kind of hate about the voting that goes into this is, it's just narrative pretty much. I don't think Giannis Antetokounmpo should not be the MVP winner in most years. Kind of like how LeBron James, if you guys want to know a better example of what I actually mean, it's kind of like how in the past few years LeBron James should have been MVP like almost in all of them, but voters got tired of voting for him. And that's the same thing with Giannis. Giannis is probably, he should be the MVP in many years to come, but we just don't know how much that's actually going to happen. And it sucks to say that, but of course it's just how it is. But he did win a ring recently, and hopefully with that narrative actually gone of that he can't take his team to the finals, that narrative should be gone, and maybe he's going to get a few votes. He is one of the favorites this season to actually win the award, and that's why I had to include him on my list. But the next player I would like to talk about is Kevin Durant. And Kevin is kind of an interesting one because he is older now, but he's still playing like he's in his prime. He did have a horrible leg injury, but again, he came back like nothing even happened. And the Nets could have won the championship last year if they didn't have injury problems with Kyrie and Harden. Harden did eventually come back in that series, but it was kind of too late at that point. And he was obviously still hurt, but he just had to help the team win. And the thing with Kevin Durant, honestly, for me, is just how much is his team going to be on his back? And what I mean by that is, usually if you have a second great player on your team, that kind of just cancels you out of the MVP voting, because it's kind of like when he played with Stephen Curry. They were both great, but when you have two superstars on a team and they're both being dominant, it's just like, okay, you can't give that one player credit because he had him. So now it's a 50-50 vote, and basically that doesn't help the conversation at all who should actually win. So with Harden being in MVP conversations also, or he should be this year, I don't know how much of a chance I think Kevin Durant could win it, but he's obviously the best player on the team. He obviously is dominant like he has been his whole career, and hopefully we can see better results in the playoffs this year, because of course injuries was a factor in last season's playoff run, but we just have to see what can happen. The next player who I believe has a chance, or a very high chance, of winning the MVP award is Stephen Curry. Of course, Steph has been carrying his team for the past few years without Klay, and Klay Thompson should be back around Christmas time, I believe, but still, Stephen Curry, the main thing that can actually help him win is if they're winning. And like I said, he's not going to have Klay until around December time. So what is their record going to be? I don't know, because Andrew Wiggins should help them win. Draymond should help them win if he's playing like a good version of Draymond, to put that lightly. But I don't know what's going on with this team, but it's just, I don't know how I feel about them. Maybe when Klay come back, I'm going to be a little bit more higher on them, but maybe it just might be because I don't know if this team around him is that good / great, like, or at least how they used to be. Maybe I have a little bit of a higher opinion on them, depending on, or considering that they actually won 3 championships in the past, but I don't know. Iggy's back. That's nice to see, I guess. Jordan Poole is an amazing player on this team. He's going to be great for this team. Maybe the Splash Trios, is that a thing? I guess that could be a thing with Steph Clay. It's a knockoff of the Splash Brothers. I'm just going to move on to the next player. I'm going to be talking about two more players on this team who I believe who has the best chance of winning, but the next one is Luka. And obviously Luka is great. He's amazing. He's carried the Mavericks to the playoffs and almost beat the Clippers in twice of those matchups, but still Luka, he's great. But with the Mavericks, it could be better. It just could be better. We have to be honest. It just has to be better. Kristaps Porzingis is a questionable second star. The firing of Rick Carlisle has been, I believe it was a firing, but just letting Rick leave and hiring Jason Kidd, yeah, this team has issues. But I am predicting the Mavericks should be a lot better this season. Hopefully they can go deeper in the playoffs. Of course, the Western Conference is kind of a mess and it's just random, but I believe Luka is going to be he already is a superstar, but he should be able to elevate his game. He should be able to fix the free throw problems he's been having. Sometimes his efficiency is not the best, but still, I believe Luka is going to be better. But the last player I would like to talk about is Nikola Jokic, and obviously he just won the MVP. He has stated he doesn't care about that really because he's focused on this season. He wants a championship. And with Michael Porter Jr. staying for long term, with Jamal Murray coming back this season, or I don't know where he's projected around to come back, but he should be back this season after tearing his ACL. This team is great. They did lose pieces like Paul Millsap, who was getting older and his playing time was decreasing, so I don't know how big of a deal you guys think that was. But still, it's just, I don't know where this team would rank in the Western Conference this season, but Jokic should be great, and I do believe he will be an MVP candidate once again. But those are my players who I believe who has the highest chance of actually winning the MVP. If you guys disagree, leave that down in the comments. I will gladly have a discussion with you. Let's just all be respectful. But with that being said, that will be the end of today's video, and I would like to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And with that being said, I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.